Hey everybody, I'm Kevin Jones, and this is my beautiful wife, Allison Jones.
And welcome to the Relationship Rundown channel.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us, share us with all your friends, and hopefully you enjoy.
Today's topic is going to be why relationships actually last. We're going to look at the top 3 reasons why relationships last. So often you hear why relationships break up. We're going to tell you why relationships last.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, babe, so let's get to it.
All right, so I put some thought into it, and I was thinking, what are the top 3 reasons why relationships last? You know what my number 1 is?
I do not.
I know. So anyway, my number 1 is...
Really? Okay, go ahead.
You know what? Relationships last because I think it's a strong belief system. Let me take that to a point. I think people who don't believe in divorce actually stay together longer.
Okay. I agree with
You
that.
know, I mean, I think really, if you think about it, I'm not saying you can't get divorced, shouldn't get divorced. I'm saying that divorce isn't one of the first things that come up in your mind. Like, ooh,
Right.
if he don't do that or if she don't do that, I'm gonna get divorced. I don't think that's cool. I mean,
I think if you have that view, you essentially always have one foot outside of the relationship.
always, and you all right. It's like that emergency job.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like an option you can exercise at any time.
yeah, and I don't like that. I mean, because there's been times that I wanted to leave your town. I mean, I'm just saying, you know,
Sorry, what?
yeah, it's like you want to leave, but you know that's really not an option. You know.
There have not been times I've wanted to leave. There have been times when I've wanted to kill you. So leaving would have meant paying money, and I just didn't want to do that. But otherwise, we still here, so there haven't been no murders. So you know,
And you know, it's funny. All of our friends are always like, y'all crazy. But you know what? I think that's a strong part of being in a relationship, right? Is that you find someone that's crazy for you, and y'all both are crazy together, you know? But definitely, divorce is, you know, something that can't be on the table when you're in a relationship.
well, and to that point, and I know this is probably not a popular view, but this is why I explain to people that I actually can appreciate the institute or the process, I should say, not the institution of marriage, but the process of arranged marriages. Because in a lot of those cultures, not only are your parents coming together to say, who do I believe is the best fit for my child, and, you know, the right, they can look at it from a standpoint of longevity. What does it really take to make a marriage work?
yeah, that's
They're
deep.
not looking at it like, oh, he's so fine, he's so handsome, she's so cute. They're like, okay, what type of person is my child? What type of person do I know can help them and partner with them and make them great? And most of those cultures don't necessarily believe in
Oh,
divorce.
that's deep. Yo, that's real deep.
So I think we get away from that because if you think about our culture historically, it was an arranged culture. Like families got together and said, oh, okay, from a young age,
Yeah, now
which family
people-
was going to connect. You had to ask the father for the hand in
Now
marriage.
people just marrying Pookie and Man and Sean Quisha.
Maybe not Pookie. Shout out to cousin Pookie.
Oh, cousin Pook. My bad. I mean, Pookie, you my girl. I love you.
Okay.
So,
Back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
So I do think not believing in divorce, but being also part of a culture where divorce is really not an option because your family has come together and legitimately picked the best person for you.
right.
Okay.
All right. So,
But-
hold up. So let's move on. We can come back to that. So, tell me what you think your number 1 or our number 2 topic
It's
is.
no hour. My number 2 topic is, I think, you know, people stay together. They last because of their children. It gives them a cohesive thing to rally around. And I know a lot of people look at that, how can I say it, a little bit
Yeah,
differently.
I don't agree. Go ahead.
Sir.
I'm just messing. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
My point about it is that children give you something to rally around.
Yes.
I don't say that meaning you should neglect your relationship, but I think that let's say if things weren't going right and you could say, you know what? I don't know. I'm like, and you say, you know what? We only have no kids. There's nothing keeping me
And
here.
we aren't telling people to go out and have children in order to stay together.
No,
I think we're
that never
talking
works.
from that perspective of a partnership. So I
Right.
think it creates a stronger partnership.
Right.
And you can work together and really work into a system. A system that
Right.
makes your relationship stronger. I'll
Right.
give you a prime example in our household with our children. Right?
I thought you didn't agree kids were
Hush. So back to what I'm saying. So
happening.
she crazy. I told her I was just messing. So anyway, back to the thing. So in our house we have a system, right? And we're addressing the kids because that's what she says is important. The system is in the morning, Allison gets up, gets herself ready to go to work, takes Kennedy to school on her way to work. On the flip side, I get up, get ready for whatever I'm doing today.
For your day.
For my day. And I take our son, Croy, to school. And pretty much then I pick him up from school.
When you're
and-
finished with your day.
Yeah. And she picks Kennedy up sometimes when she's finished with her day.
Like 95% of the time.
And if people who know me know I've been traveling for work for this last year.
Right.
So I'm not home all of the time. So it doesn't always work like that. But when, of course, I am home, we try to have a system in place and it works out. But what we're saying is children allow you to create a system that actually creates simplicity to your relationship.
Right.
Because, if you have a system, it actually works out. It makes a lot of things in your relationship a lot easier. So
then what's your number 3? Don't look at my cheat sheet.
you know
look
what?
At your own cheat sheet.
I don't even have a cheat sheet.
Exactly.
For real.
I said
But
write stuff down. No, he don't
because
want to write stuff down.
Hey,
but
we
he all over
planned
here on
this.
my
We
paper.
planned this. She got a piece of paper
Nobody
that we
planned
talked
anything.
about for hours.
I plan to have my stuff written down.
Anyway, the last one is working at it. See, most people get in a relationship and believe love is strong enough to keep their relationship together
What
forever.
was the text I just sent you the other day? Remember? It was on my
I
little
don't
tea bag.
remember. Teabag.
You sent me a smiley heart face emoji.
Oh, I did. I don't remember though.
See how you
I
been paying
remember
attention
the
to my love
emoji.
notes during the day?
I remember the emoji. I don't remember the text. But listen, y'all.
Clearly it wasn't memorable.
It's working. It's working towards something and working together to become a better us or a better team. Really.
Right, love is a verb. I think it was
It
a
is.
song called Love is a Verb, and I agree with that because I feel like, there's lust, or what you would call, there's like the agape love, which is kind of the highest level of unconditional love. And then there's, I'm lusting, or like eros, I'm feeling you, I got this chemistry. But you really go through the phases of love where you get to the point where, I've been to a point where I was burning mad, hot as fish grease
Grease.
at my, sir, this is not Amigos song.
I'm an ad-libber.
No. And I really was,
Go ahead. I'm just messing. I'm sorry.
see, this is why marriages don't last, because people are making Migos sounds while you're trying to have a real conversation. But I remember I was pregnant. You remember we got into the fight about painting Kennedy's room when I was pregnant that time? And you had to go walk around the park?
No, I don't remember. But I remember walking around the park. We used to have a house on the park.
Nobody said anything
look,
about that. That's not the point.
I used to have to walk around the park a lot.
Sir, that's not the point. The point is, I was angry at Kevin that day for something he had done incorrectly. That's another story about stay in your lane. But anyway, I was so mad, but I really only wanted him to be the one to be like, baby, it's going to be all right. I know I did what.
That's my move.
See how you
That's
just can't
my
even
move.
have a real conversation.
But
So
get
it
you,
was
baby. I get
beyond, like, oh, I'm so in love with him. I ain't in love with him today. And it was more like, that's when you really know it's love. When you are mad, mad can spit nails, but you really only seek comfort even from the person that has made you mad.
And I get that. And that comes with work. And you actually have to find a place in your heart that love becomes that action. It becomes that verb. It doesn't, it goes from being that emotion, that lust and all of that into actually you wanting to work for someone without the rewards. I mean, you have to be willing to say, you know what? I want to make that person's day better.
Right.
I want to.
I.e., you send them your
Yeah.
little tea bag emoji or tea bag, a picture of your tea bag that had a little love message on it. They send you the heart face emoji and they don't remember.
You know, I know, right? It's like when she uses your Coach book bag that you bought for yourself, and she says, "Cause I don't have one," and you go online the next day and buy one, but it still sits in the box 2 months later. You know what I mean?
Too small, but that's another story.
Anyway.
Anyway, bottom line is even with all of this, you still have to surround yourself with other like-minded couples. So if you're a couple that's been married for 5 years or together for 5 years, you need to set yourself up with people that's been married for 10 years, 20 years. Don't talk to your single girlfriend. She can't help you. She wants you to be single with her so she can go out to the club with you. You need to surround yourself with people that are winning.
That's true.
In the space that you want to win in.
Yeah.
And, get mentorship from them and understand that, hey, that little thing that you fussing about, somebody leaving their cap off the toothpaste, is that really what you need to be fussing about? And then you start to understand, okay, is this my issue or is this my spouse's issue? But regardless of what is keeping you together, make sure that you have people that are on your team and want to see you win as a couple.
And I read something, and it was in relationship to love, but it was relative to love, but it was talking about math. See, you can't associate yourself with...
Babe, do we have time to go to
Yeah,
this
this is the last, so we're almost done.
Okay.
You can't associate yourself with people who only know math up to the 3rd grade if you're a 6th grader. You know why? Because up until the 3rd grade, you're taught that the lowest number is 0. And then after that, you get into these later elementary school grades and middle school, and you get into negatives, and you're like, oh, I learned that numbers were 0. My point is, in a relationship, you can't associate with people that actually don't know,
or not at your level.
or who are not at your level and don't know what it takes to be in a relationship.
Right.
Because you'll tell them something about a relationship and they're like, oh, I would never do that.
Right.
But it's just because they don't know. So you can't surround yourself with people that don't know, because guess what? They can't ever help you maintain or sustain your own level. And better yet, they can't take you to another level.
True.
But anyway, those are our 3.5 or 4. We supposed to start it with 3. But we got up to 4. Yeah, 3.5. Those are our reasons why people stay in relationships forever. Okay, so let's run them back. So number 1, people don't actively believe in divorce. Divorce is the last measure. I mean, It's got to be something crazy to get divorced, right? Number 2 was kids, the whole system of relationships. Number 3 was...
You got to work at it.
Got to work at it.
Love is a verb.
And number 4 was surrounding yourself with like-minded folks.
That was the .5.
That's .5 or the 3.5. So surround yourself with good people.
But if you have other reasons that you think relationships last, don't forget to put it in the comments, like and subscribe to the relationship channel, and we will make sure that we get your topic, or if you have a topic, make sure you let us know in the comments, and we will make sure that we include your topics in a future episode of the relationship channel.
Oh yeah, and once again, please subscribe. Please like us, share us.
They already like me. I don't know.
You got to like me. And we will talk to y'all on the next episode of the Relationship Rundown.